Exactly how realistic is Sandy's tree dome? A giant dome full of oxygen, under the crushing weight of the Pacific Ocean, and capable of a number of, unorthodox activities.
To the tree dome!
Again, but underneath this Lake Tahoe, there are underwater holes that legend says connects the lake within other lakes of the area. It has been said that by locals that this drowned drivers and swimmers have been sucked through the holes and have been swept into Pyramid Lake. It has been stated by that feet long and had a hump, and it came out of the water like a whale and back into the water again. But underneath this Lake Tahoe, there are underwater holes that legend says connects the lake within other lakes of the area. It has been said that by locals that this drowned drivers and swimmers have been sucked through the holes and have been swept into Pyramid Lake. It has been stated by divers that they have seen many caves, and some have been explored, and that some are big and dark and deep. In the mid-70s, the world-famous Jacques Cousteau encountered something horrific in the deep waters of Lake Tahoe. He said, "The world isn't ready for what is down there." Cousteau refused to release any photos of what he found.
It's not the greatest quality, but the sounds are there. I was very hesitant to send you this, as the sound bothers me to listen to. I'd suggest that if you do play it on the program, warn listeners in advance so they may have the option of turning the radio off for 30 seconds while it plays. It has always haunted me. To those who discounted the Siberia sounds from Hell's Story, it is true, and I, for one, wish it wasn't. Rick, listening from Chicago. And so I submit now the cleaned, a better copy to you, and I warn you, what you are about to hear is very disturbing indeed.
The French diver Jacques Cousteau was swimming over Cuba some years ago, and he heard screaming noises at the bottom of the ocean. Jacques Cousteau was the greatest diver that we have ever had, and Jacques Cousteau was so shaken up by what he heard in the seas of Cuba he never swam there again. Jacques Cousteau died some 10 years ago, a chained man. He heard what he believed to be screaming, shouting, and people being tortured, just as the Bible teaches. Jacques Cousteau was not a religious man. Jacques Cousteau did not have any reason to lie or to tell this story. He told it because it was true. And
against the highest, hardest stained glass ceiling. So I guess I'm up against the highest, hardest stained glass ceiling. And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now. It was fine for all this talk about me running to break the big, hard glass ceiling. And although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. And the light is shining through like never before.
There's a mystery. Scattered around in the sand are thousands of chunks of strange yellow-green glass.
It is really, really a mysterious glass, and we scientists are still kind of puzzled how these things form.
And I can't believe we just put the biggest crack in that glass ceiling yet. It's got about 18 million cracks in it.
Again, they are telling us. And the crowd claps and cheers in their own ignorance. They are telling us while laughing behind our backs.
Another declassified CIA document. They're checking out the firmament in this one, 1953 now. In the investigations, 2 instruments designed by V.G. Fezenkov were used. One of these was a visual photometer of the daytime sky intended for measuring the brightness of the firmament, and derived, get this now, on the assumption of a flat Earth. So the Russians are trying to check out the firmament based on assumptions of a flat Earth in 1957?
It's a long fly ball going back, and the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium. Now we'll be right back after this word from oxygen, which Homer desperately needs to live.
We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues.
Take out that tower and knock down that shield dome.